You're watching AFCRDTV in the final and on a windy and chilly Tuesday evening at Hayden Road. It finishes AFC Rushden Diamonds 2, Bugbrooke St. Michael's 1 in the NFA Hillier Senior Cup semifinals. The man of the match, Will Jones. Well done, Jonesy.
Cheers, mate. Cheers.
How did it feel playing a full 90?
It was tough because the first full 90 I played since September, but that's what I need to get used to back into playing football. That's all I needed with 90 minutes, a goal, a bit of confidence. That's all I wanted from that game.
Oh, very good, Will. Usually you're Diamond super sub coming into the second half, but were you surprised that Pixie put you into the starting 11?
He let me know last week. He warned me. He said, that game, start ya. Weren't sure I was going to get 90 because obviously I weren't 100% fit, match fit, but he gave me 90. It was tough, but got through it, got the win, onto the sixth field final.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I felt like Diamonds coming into the match, you have everything to lose, though, because you're heavily favored at home against a team 2 divisions below you.
They came into that game with nothing to lose. They obviously, we were the ones who expected to win. They weren't expected to win. They came, they done a good shift, fair play, but they put in good 90 minutes. They took us all the way. Nearly got a result from it, but that's what happens. That's what happens.
Professional performance by both clubs.
Yeah, 100%.
So AJ George put a nice goal there in the 27th minute, his first goal for Diamonds, in fact.
Yeah, happy for him because he's always getting his chances. Last few games, had the big chances, had a few chances, missed them, but he was there when it mattered in the box and he put it in. So fair play to AJ.
And my usual question: what was the mood of the team at halftime?
Well, obviously it weren't nothing special because first half we weren't at it at all. Obviously, you've seen how we've played over the last few weeks, but Gaffer told us what to do second half. We didn't really do it, but like I say, all I've got to say, we got the result, so that's all that matters.
Now, to Bugbrook's credit, they hung in there tough, and a moment of brilliance by Calvin Green equalised.
Unreal goal. I mean, at half time, that's one thing Gaffer said. Don't give away set pieces because he's got a wand of a left foot, and he showed it right there. Stuck it right in the top corner, nothing Sned could do, and we learned from that. We tried not to give away free kicks, but we did it, and that's what happens when you give it away.
And what was your mindset then? We had 6 added minutes at the end of the match, and we were all thinking, oh, we're going to have penalty kicks.
Yeah, again. But obviously you've got to focus on the last 6 minutes. That's what when the 6 minutes came up, I thought to myself, there's more than enough time to get a goal here, and we did. I mean, if we didn't, we'd focus on penalties. We're ready for penalties, so like we showed against Kettering. So if that happened, not the end of the world, but we didn't go there.
So just describe how you scored your goal in the 92nd minute.
Well, I looked over, I was playing on the left mid, I looked over, Nathan took the ball and I saw that gap, so I just dived into it. He pinged it over the top and I saw the keeper came up to me. Little tight angle, but little dink over. I thought Ty was going to nick it, to be fair, but he didn't. He let me have that. So
that was a great goal.
Fair play to Ty.
And that won the match, 2-1 to Diamonds. Yeah. Now, Will, if you and our viewers will indulge me for just a moment, this is the one time of the year I get to talk about American sports. Right. Who's your pick in the Super Bowl? Cincinnati or the Los Angeles Rams?
I'll be honest with you, Bruce, I do not watch that. I'll be honest with you, too late. I'm asleep by 10 o'clock, so I'm not set to watch that. Well, don't understand it. But who do you support? You tell me.
Well, New Orleans Saints are long gone. But the Rams are a heavy favorite. But videotaping this right now is a big Cincinnati Bengals supporter.
Right, so is that what I was supposed to say? Is that the answer?
The Bengals all the way, but John Ward supports the Bengals there. So good luck. Well, at least watch the halftime show. They've got,
all right. I'll watch that just for you, Bruce.
The halftime show is Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar, Eminem. No. Okay, I'm getting a little too excited here. So once again, Diamonds win at 2-1. You back to league play. That's the bread and butter.
Yeah. That's what we're saying. We've got to push for the playoffs now. That's all that matters. Yeah. Like I say, whether what happens in the future with me playing, doesn't matter. When I do come on, I'll try my hardest and do what I can to get us into the playoffs because that's what we want here.
Can Diamonds catch Banbury United?
That's a tough call because they are so far ahead. But
we're
who knows what could happen?
We're in the playoff mix for sure.
100%. That's what we want. So that's what we will go for.
All right. Thanks, Will, for your
time. Cheers,
Bruce,
guys.
I'm now here with manager Andy Peaks. Andy, not the most vintage performance tonight, but we got the job done and we're through to the final. What are your overall thoughts?
No, absolutely. That you've just said it. To be honest, Joe. Not at their best. Fortunate in the end, probably, to win it, if I'm being honest. I probably would have took penalties with 5 minutes to go the way it was going. But if you'd have said to me this morning you're going to win by the odd goal, again, I would have took it because these games are never easy. I know a lot about Bugbrooke, obviously, from it's the kids' local club we've all played. I know a lot of lads there. I know a lot of the players they've got, and I knew they'd come and make it really difficult for us. I knew the conditions would be difficult with the pitch, and that's how it proved.
I'm sure you'll agree, Bugbrooke put in a really good shift tonight, gave a really good account of themselves. Obviously, a step 5 side going away to step 3 can be a bit intimidating, but they certainly didn't look fazed by it at all.
I knew they wouldn't be fazed by it. The only way they were going to be fazed if we started really well and got a couple of goals early on. Then it would have been a long night for them. The longer it went on, they grew in confidence. And you know, we didn't make it easy for ourselves, to be honest, because we had some good chances first half and didn't take them. And at 1-0, they're always in the game. In the second half, they put us under a lot of pressure and got a lot of good deliveries in there. And to be a matter of time until they actually scored them. They did score.
You made a few changes to the side tonight with Jonesy, Slinny and Hughesy all coming into the side. I suppose it was good to give them minutes as well.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to get to Sixfield. I wanted to beat Bugbrooke. That's important. You know, we wanted to get on another run. Equally, it was important to give the boys on the bench some minutes. But you know, I've brought 3 good players in for 3 good players not playing, so it didn't weaken us massively. That was never going to be an excuse. I'd still got a good team out there, so it gave minutes to the boys that needed it.
We didn't see too many clear chances in the first half, but it was a really good goal that we scored. Finished off by AJ, his first goal for the club. I'm sure that'll do him a world of good.
Yeah, AJ's been great for us without scoring goals, so it'd be nice if he can add that to his game. We've said that, so he's got one tonight. Like I said, there wasn't loads of chances, but Jones has had a header early on. We've had a couple of really good breaks when we've been overloaded, 3v2, 4v2, when we should have done better, to be honest, but we didn't. So yeah, I was a little bit disappointed with their decision making first half, so I thought we got in good areas and chose the wrong option.
And then going into that second half, I suppose with 1 goal in it, anything can change at any given time, and it was a moment of magic that brought them back into it. Great free kick from Calvin Green, and we're back at 1-1.
Yeah, no, again, the remit at half-time was to limit the free kicks and dead ball situations, because I know he's got great delivery. His corners were good, his free kicks were good, and obviously he scored for a free kick. And to be fair, these games, the longer it goes on at 1-0, you know there's going to be a twist in it. We've been on the other end of the sort of thing where we've been the lower ranked team, and you're always in the game, aren't you? So that didn't surprise me, and it made it tough then.
It looked as though it was destined for penalties. I'm sure we would have been fairly confident going to penalties, obviously winning in the last round with penalties, obviously having a goalkeeper as good as Dean Stenker as well, but we didn't let it happen. We got the goal right at the end, and what a great moment for Will Jones.
Yeah, I mean, penalties are always a lottery. Like I say, Sned, if you want anyone in goal, you'd choose Sned. So I still fancied us at penalties. We were good in the last round, but you never know in penalties, do you? And I was delighted for Jones. He kept going all night. You know, he hasn't played for a little while. He's desperate to play. He's desperate to score goals. I'd say he had a header early on when I think if he's playing regularly, he scores. But he kept going and he got on the end of it, and he scored the goal against, again, his old club as well, because he's the same group of players that we're talking about. So it's nice for him, good moment for him, and equally for the club to get to a final. That's what it's all about.
It's a win that, quite right you said, takes us to Sixfields. Of course, we had some great memories there back in 2016 when we won it, and I'm sure you'll be looking to create some more memories there as well. Yeah, no, we've been there a couple of times, haven't we? It's a great place to go. It could be the end. I don't know how it'll work out with their season, if we get to the playoffs, it's before or after, but at the end of the day, it's a nice way to finish a season thereabouts, going to Sixfields, fantastic stadium. And yeah, it was something we wanted to do. We've managed to do that. Obviously, we're back in league play this coming Saturday as we take on Barwell, and they're a bit of a tricky customer. They were unbeaten in 4 league games. Obviously, they came here and beat us earlier in the season, so I'm sure you're expecting a tough challenge from that one.
Yeah, I think they've improved. I mean, the night they beat us here, I thought we were excellent, and they won it in the last seconds, and their goal, I think, was outstanding that night. But I think they've actually improved a lot. I think they're a lot better on the 4G again. So again, we're going to be, in for another tough game.
Absolutely. Thanks for your time, Pixie.
Cheers, Joe.